Hey you guys, welcome back to Full Soul Travel. I am Marian and welcome to my channel. So this video is about feeling homesick, which I feel right now, and I'm recording this video in the raw, pure essence of my feelings. I'm in my feelings, y'all. So I wanted to make this video because I think that it is important to share all sides of this experience. And I just feel like people aren't being as real about their experiences here. And I don't want to paint this picture that the motherland is this perfect utopia. It's not. And that you won't feel homesick, that you won't miss your family, your friends, your lifestyle, the way of life. And I think it feels like almost like a taboo to talk about those things. And I was actually talking to one of my friends who lives here she's from the States, and I was just like, girl, I feel really homesick today. Like and I'm like, have you felt this way? She's like, absolutely, 100 times. And she actually encouraged me to make this video because we just don't feel like people talk about stuff like this. And I think the reality of this part of the journey is grieving your old life and allowing that time to let go of and grieve, and honoring that part of your journey while you are embarking upon a whole bunch of newness. But the reality is, I'm a foreigner in a foreign country, and everything is foreign. The language, the culture, everything is so different. And it becomes very challenging because everything is the unknown, which all of those things are exciting to me, but at the same time, they can be challenging and they can weigh you down and they can be frustrating and they can honestly make you miss a simpler lifestyle. Which now I think because of personal reasons, I miss my family. I feel like there's a lot going on back home. I miss friends. I just miss like people that I can depend on, and or people that you don't have to like explain a lot to. They just, you can look at them and they just get it. I miss the food. I honestly miss food, comfort food. I miss really, really good comfort food. I miss being able to like go to my aunt's house and she's in her kitchen playing like Jill Scott and making up some good soul food. And I also think because of COVID, because the world as we know it has completely shifted and changed, even last year, you weren't able to kind of have those close experiences with your loved ones because of what is going on in the world. So I think just the reality of all of that, and me dealing with what I dealt with last year and now being here, which I'm so grateful and excited to be here, but also just the reality of like being here alone, like it weighs on you. And even my friends who are here with their families, with their children, with their husbands, they still feel that. And I think that through this journey, you're gonna have moments where you do feel homesick, and that's like perfectly okay. It's totally normal. And I don't think we should demonize people for feeling that way. So don't be in my comments about that. But I'm just like sharing just the raw feelings of how I'm feeling right now. And the reality is like just trying to find like where you fit in. How do I make this work? Where do I fit in? Where am I really supposed to be? How do I fit in here with this culture? Because it's so different from the culture that I know, and just kind of who I've been all these umpteen years of being Marian, and trying to adapt and mold myself and shift, but not completely change, because I think that I can only be who I am. I'm not gonna like overnight being turn into a new person, but just trying to find that balance. I think that for me, it's been like weighing on me. And over the weekend, I did a trip with this group, and you know, me and my friend were like the only foreigners really on the trip, and I just really felt like foreign. I just felt, it didn't feel as good. I mean, the experience of the trip was good, but I just felt like very, very like foreign. And I think all of that, just my personal things that are going on in my life, like with family, and just the reality of being here for this long as I've been here, and like I'm just feeling homesick. I'm feeling like I'm missing some of the comforts and the conveniences of the way my life was. Because here it feels like everything is a challenge. It's not as easy. I mean, it's just, you know, dealing with, like today I was, and I'm not trying to complain through this whole video, I'm just really just sharing my experiences, but like today I was fighting off flies I was at a cafe for like 5 hours working, and literally fighting off flies and mosquitoes. Like those little things, just like, even in my apartment, I'm like, every single night I'm going to battle with these mosquitoes. It's driving me crazy. Like I feel like there's a mosquito bite here. Like my ankles are just like, they're not even mine anymore. They belong to the streets of the mosquitoes. They just are owned by them. They bought them, they're gone. So it's like, you know, little things like that you don't have to necessarily deal with because of the climate. This is a tropical climate, so you're gonna have mosquitoes. That's just the reality of it. You know, culturally, it's different. I'm still trying to learn and adapt and not offend people. You know, like try to find a sense of like understanding, and you know, not trying to like push myself on like my culture onto everything here, because I do believe in respecting the culture that you're in. But reality is that right now, in this very moment, I miss home. But what I decided to do was like, okay, how do I pull myself out of this? Because it's kind of like not the best emotional feeling. Like, you know, okay, let me pick 3 things that I can do to kind of pull myself out of this feeling. One of the first things to do that I'm doing is I ask myself what I'm grateful for, and I don't want to bore you guys with the whole list because we will be here for a lifetime. What I'm grateful for, but like right now, I just have to sit back and remind myself that I'm grateful for being here in Tanzania. That this was a dream of mine, that I chose this, that I manifested this, that I have the idea and I made it happen from my own mind, and I'm here. And I would never ever want to go back and not be here. If I can go back and do it again, I would still be here, feeling homesick, rather than being there and feeling like this longingness. I feel like very grateful to myself that I've given myself this opportunity, because because it has been very healing. It's been so healing just to be here and just to observe and to take in things that were like hidden from us as a people, as a Black woman, as a African American in the States, that we don't get to experience. There is a different level of ease. Though it may not be conveniences, but there is a different level of ease that you feel when you're here. So I was just like, you know what, I'm grateful for that. I think the next thing I'm gonna do after I record this video is I'm gonna work out. What do they say? I think, what is his name? Tony Robbins says, what does he say? Something about like movement and emotions. To get out of like an emotional state, you gotta move. So I was like, okay, let me do something to empower myself, and I'm gonna work out. And I think that third thing I'm gonna do, combining with working out, is bumping my music, playing some good music just to make me feel good. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys. It's a very raw video because the reality is when you do come here, you will have these moments. And you know, the reality for me is I moved here by myself. I didn't come here with a mate or children or friends. I came here by myself, and I think, you know, that reality is it's hard because you want to have, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like it gets challenging to be here alone. Yes, though I know people here, I have relationships, I have a social life, but the reality is that I did come here. I have embarked upon this journey by myself, so there isn't really anybody constantly like feed off of and, like, you know, bounce energy off of. It's just me and these mosquitoes. So, and I also think that, you know, there is like this quote taboo of talking about like missing the West, and it's like, why? It's like, how can you just totally expect to leave your whole life and not miss anybody? That's just like someone that you love your whole life and they're dead and you don't miss them. It's like there has to be like a detachment that you have, like, or not able to feel emotions. Like, that is the reality of just this part of the journey. And again, I just want to be honest with people because you will feel this way, but it's okay. I'd rather feel this way here, like I said, than to not be here and missing out on all of this. I think I have more to say, but that's about it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that if you do come here, or if you are here, that you will have those moments that it's okay. And you know, for me, I think I'm just gonna like lean into myself and like my community here, my few friends that I have here, and reach out to family. So anyways, peace and love, you guys.